All right, so coming back at you another Shabbat lesson, as we always do. Want to give all praises, glory, infinite honor to Yahawashi, by our elders, the elders of elder apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings and salutations into the hopeful elect. Shalawam. Right.
Shalawam.
Go into the examine of the word and ultimately dealing with persecution. All right, because the brother gonna get into the article real quick, showing you how these 1948ers, all right, using different propaganda, different news outlets to target really these celebrities right now. If they have any support or any type of liking to this truth, all right, they going at their hat, man. All right, and the next target right now is Jalen Brown of the Boston Celtics, man. You can get straight into it too.
Okay. This is an article from USA Today, the sports media section, titled "Jalen Brown Responds to Criticism of Tweet Which Appears to Support So-Called Black Hebrew Israelites." Just when the furor over star Brooklyn Nets point guard Kyrie Irving seemed to be dying down after the mercurial floor general became poised to return to the court after having satisfied his team that he took accountability for his actions, which prompted an anti-Shemitic film, Boston Celtics wing Jalen Brown appeared to have picked up the problematic baton. The Georgia native retweeted a clip on Sunday afternoon, which was originally shared by Twitter user Plain Jane D, that showed a large crowd of the Black Hebrew Israelites, a number of which were distributing propaganda flyers for the radical Hebrew Israelite sect, which are characterized as a hate group by the SPLC. The clip was also retweeted by Hall of Fame guard Isaiah Thomas, since deleted. After a few hours of Brown's quote tweet being up and several articles were written about it, the Celtics star posted a response apparent support for the Black Hebrew Israelites. "I was not aware of what specific group that was outside of Barclay Center tonight," wrote Brown. "I was celebrating the unification of our people, welcoming the return of Kyrie to the court, which at first glance I thought it was a known fraternity, CQs, Omega Psi Phi, Steppen showing support, the Q Dogs."
Yeah, well, and these guys know what's going on, man. But they all scared. They all scared to actually, take a foot against the powers that be. They're willing to say something, but they're not willing to lose it all. All right, the men of the Lord, shit, we have been doing this for quite some time, and we didn't lost it all behind this truth, and possibly gonna lose more. But it is what it is. All right, and this is also an attack. Attack to show you that these 1948ers, strutting their power. They're trying to really persecute those who come up against the word. Even though I'm gonna say this, and it shows you the clout chasing of which there was IUIC members. Every time there's some publicity going on, where there's been the shooting up there in upstate New York that just happened with the Edomite at the grocery store. Who there? Them. These cats are real live goofies, man. They goofy as hell. All right, they whatever it is, and it also shows that they're controlled, man. All right, who wants to go around the Barclays Center marching to a military cadence, all in unison line? It's Lord tells us to do that shit, man. It's bullshit. Okay, but one of y'all brothers got a script to start off with. I'm looking for that one in Amos.
Yeah, I got one.
I got that Amos for you.
I got the Amos. Okay.
But go ahead,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, it doesn't quite go into the family of the word, but just to real quick talk about these celebrities out here. You got, of course, we know a majority of them are set up for controlled opposition, but hey, every time a Jake does try to say a little something that has some clout in society, when they get on his ass, what does he do? Hey, he apologizes and goes back to toting the line because he's afraid to lose his riches. And we have an example of that with the parable of the young rich man in Matthew chapter 19. I'm gonna start at 16. "And behold, One came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. He saith unto him, Which? Yahawashi said, Thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbors thyself. The young man saith unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Verse 21. Yahawashi said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell all that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. And hey, we can relate it to these celebrities. They, whether they controlled or not, they come out and say a little thing about the truth and they puff up their chest. But then when Amalek gets on their head and it looks like they're losing endorsements and their riches and everything, hey, they cast the truth behind them and go back to toting the line. They've got both feet still in this world. They don't want to give up those possessions. So what? Hey, they're ultimately going to get destroyed with all these other wicked jakes out here. And I was watching a video by a brother earlier saying that you celebrities really just need to stay in your lane because you're not built for this. Hey, you've already given up your soul to Satan. So leave it to the men of the Lord, leave it to the professionals out here, leave it to the prophets who are actually willing to give up everything to receive that salvation and do everything they can to preach the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi.
Yeah, go ahead with that Amos out.
Con, this Amos chapter 8 and verse 11 says, Behold, the day is come, saith the Lord Yahawah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah.
Which the Lord's going to send actual famine too, the actual famine of bread and water. But before that happens too, there's going to be a famine of the word, of hearing the word. All right, going out, being able to click on in leisure, click on a device, whether it be the phone, computer, tablets, and watching the prophets, whether to actually go out there to meet them in the flesh. Those days are really at an end. All right, this is what you're seeing, an attack of the word, man. Right, persecution is coming too. All right, there's a lot of you out there that call yourselves putting on Hebrew bandanas and the women putting on the different hair wraps and dresses. Well, it's gonna come a time where Amalek gonna try to persecute you for your beliefs. That's why the scripture says he's oppressed a man, even a man in his heritage, man. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but when you start to call yourself anything associated with this truth, you're gonna be demonized, man. All right, demonization is here, as you can see, and they're gonna put on some type of event, something so wild and radical till they're gonna associate it with us. All right, because you remember back then when we was coming up, the closest thing to being wild and crazy was who? Ishmael. Right, but now they have associated black faces with beards with it, man. It's all this, this is all what Esau wanted, man. Okay, now read that one more time, Baba Kasha.
It's Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
But of hearing the words of the Lord. We coming up on times where you're not going to be able to hear the word of the Lord, all right? Men of the Lord are going to be put up, all right, somewhere. And really, that's the start of the green light of things falling apart here in the society, all right? Go ahead, you got one more, right? One more line.
Verse 12, it says, And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah, and shall find it not. In that day shall the
Salaki. That's how the
what?
average Israelite, a person seeking the truth, they're gonna be wandering to and fro, looking and searching for the truth, and not gonna be able to find it. Because when they had opportunity of time to pursue the word, they didn't. They put it off. They put it, oh, I can finish school. I can finish doing this. I can finish getting a woman. I can finish getting married. I can finish this internship, this job, whatever it may be. They put the Lord off until what? Sudden destruction happened. That goes into the Apocrypha too, about putting out off the Lord day to day. Suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord appear. All right, a lot of you gonna be put in that position. All right, go ahead.
God, it says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
Yeah, you're gonna faint for this truth. All right, that's why the Lord said. I think what Burke quoted it this weekend at camp. I think it was Raya. It was a quote that the Lord told the woman. It was like, look, the water that I have to give, you ain't gonna never thirst of it. All right, which that water was just true. All right, how do you people you finna physically be thirsty of actual water? You're gonna definitely be thirsty for this truth because you ain't gonna have it. All right, the Lord's gonna shut it up and put it away. All right, these are the times. Anybody else have one? I will go into that.
I got one after the other brothers get their precepts.
Okay. Yeah, somebody go. Anybody can go.
Oh, and hey, as the brother was saying, hey, the persecution is coming all the way down from the highest, the Israelite at the highest to the Israelite at the lowest. It's going to be detrimental out here to be, hey, as he was saying, sisters walking around with head wraps, brothers walking around with fringes or any type of thing to show that you're an Israelite, and especially to preach the word. And as it says in Romans chapter 15, everything written aforetime was written for our learning. It's going to get to the point to where we're going to be getting put to death. They're going to try. Some of us are going to get put to death, but they're definitely going to be trying to put as many of us to death out here as they can. And we've got perfect examples of that in the book of 1st and 2nd Maccabees. And who are those Grecians back then? Edomites. And who are we under today? The modern day Grecians, Edomites again. But this is a 2nd Maccabees chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 1 and jump around to hit the main points. Not long after this, the king, speaking of King Antiochus Epiphanes IV, sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of the Most High. Now I'm going to jump to verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Shabbat days or ancient feasts or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Right. And read that again.
Kind.
That's the times we're in. All right. A lot of you guys, like the brother said, you running up and down the street, which you, hey man. And I was talking, who that? I think that was Raya. The brother just seen some nigga at the park. This nigga with a fucking 8-foot ram's horn on his shoulder, man. Just walking around the park with a friend shirt on and shit. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with Jake, man?
Yeah, Jake had a white kufi on his head, a fringe T-shirt, and a like you said, a damn near 8-foot long ram's horn just on his shoulder, walking like a nigga in the park.
Yeah, see guys like that in that day, these 1948ers and E, and in his they're gonna put a nigga like that in the van or in the trunk. You ain't gonna never see him no more, man. All right, you guys putting them bullseyes on you. Well, like I said, it's roll up season. He's finna roll up on a lot of you guys, man. All right, because it's the time. You're gonna demonize you. You wanna profess Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Most High, as your fathers. All right, you want to confess Yahawashi as being your king. Well, we gonna see. All right, this finna come up to what it is what they call that damn thing? Guillotine. It's gonna be guillotine season a little bit too. We're gonna see, man. All these Barclays Center niggas want to march in front of the Barclays Center. We're gonna see when it's really persecution out here. When it's really famine in the word, we're gonna see how much you guys still believe in Yahawashi, man. The Lord want to see it. This is the real testing season, man. The testing of faith, the testing of your true belief in His word, man. A lot of guys want to put on a garment and be associated and be a part of something, but they ain't ready to go through what's finna be thrown at us, man. All right. Yeah, that was it. Ryan.
I'll reread verse 6 and just jump down to verse 9.
All right.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Shabbat days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. Verse 9, and whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery.
Go ahead. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I got one too.
All right, welcome to.
All right, we'll just roll like that. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, this Revelation chapter 12, verse 10, it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
Right, which they're actually doing that, and they're accusing us. Really, they're persecuting, accusing us to the face of the world. Then people, look, why would you say? Like I said, I heard some shit on the TV and on YouTube. You got the Edomite woman. Why would they call themselves, what's the word? What's the word I can use, man, without having to get a strike?
Tiny heads. So.
Yeah, why would they call themselves the tiny hats, man?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they put themselves in that position? But really, we are those people, all right? If anybody ever took in time to read the Bible and understand the prophecies of Deuteronomy 28-68, the small hats, all right, of 1948ers that's in the land in our land or in the land of Israel, they've never been through none of that, man. Which I can go into it, but that's on another note. But this is the time, and they're using these lesser luminaries, which that's those celebrities. They're really known as lesser luminaries. Those people are controlled. Those people are tools, and they're helping. They're helping in a way, and they're also trying to hinder the word, man. All right, the guy Vocab, he's another one. All right, he's bought and paid for. He's an agent. All right. And a lot of these other Israelite groups that you see that's thirsty to put themselves on that median, thirsty to put themselves in the media in such a way. All right, those people are bought and paid for. We tell you all, starting with the apostles and different elders and different men that's on the highways and byways of GMS, we tell you that these cats are bought and paid for, man. All right.
Okay. I got that word.
Those guys are hirelings, charlatans, quacks, you name it, man. You got to be aware of them because, a lot of these guys that you see in some of these camps, they're all agents, man. They come in, they try to hinder the word, they try to divide. All right, they try to find the weakest link. All right, and these are reasons why the Lord is really shutting the doors on this thing, man. Hold on, somebody on the outside. All right, hold on, it's tripping. All right, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, this word accuser in Revelation 12 and 10 is a categoreo. It says to accuse before a judge, to make an accusation, to accuse. And when you go into the etymology of the word, it's a compound word. You have kata, which means downward, and you have agora, which is a public assembly. So the scripture is saying this man is trying to cast us down publicly. He's trying to cast us down in front of the Most High, trying to say, well, look, these guys are the T word. These guys are extremists. They're anti-S and all of these terms which are totally made up. We're the Israelites. We're the people of the Bible, which is plain.
Yeah, go back to it.
You got it up.
Yeah. And they need a reason to come after the Bible, man, as they did in ancient time. All right, in the Maccabees, which I'm gonna bring out. They need a reason to come after the Bible. Because if they accuse us to our Father, then the way that they're going to persecute us is through the way that we uplift the Father, which is through the word. All right, because they're attacking us through what we believe in, which ultimately that's a slight at the Most High that they don't know. But this First Maccabees 1:56, and this was dealing with the when they set up the abomination of desolation. Get straight to the point, though. It says, and when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire. Cause see, the day coming, they which holds the Bible. All right, you're gonna be a target, man. All right, we're a target now. All right, but the day coming to where they're gonna want total condemnation for those that even come near and close to saying that Israelite, or those that's ambassadors of the Lord in any form. All right, it don't matter if you off, it don't matter if you got the right doctrine or the wrong. It says, and whosoever was found with any of the books of the testament, or if any committed the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death.
And what's read that part about the law?
It says, and whosoever was found with any book of the testaments, or if any committed the law, committed.
What is commitment of the law? Teaching his word on the highways and byways. All right, keeping the actual laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability. So he want to come up against all that, man. All right, it's like I say, there's a thing that I do personally. A lot of times when we on the highways and byways, I try to, do my thing for the betterment of the camp before camp, because like I said, you gonna come a time where they're gonna have the paddy wagon, all right, the van with all them seats loaded up, waiting on brothers, man. All right, you may be somewhere, shopping at the store. He gonna roll up on you, man. Okay, that's why the scripture says that when these brothers had to get it in Matthew, where the Lord said He's gonna put in our mouths what to say. We're gonna be brought in front of these noble ones, man. These so-called noble ones, we're gonna be brought up in front of them. All right, because of the laws, such commandments, because of the testaments, because of the very speaking of Yahawashi, man. These devils want to come down on you. They hate that, man. We're bringing forth the light to the world. We're awakening Jacob, man. All right, really, the precious elect, and these devils know that. He know that he has a short time. All right, go ahead. You got some more than that, right?
Come on. It says the king's commandment was, if anybody had the book of the law or the testaments, that they should put him to death.
Ooh.
Thus did they by their authority unto the Israelites every month, to as many as were found in the cities.
And that's what's gonna happen. The men that'll be found in these different cities, he gonna roll up on you, man, to put you to death. Hey, you gotta come with me. Gonna put the bag over your head and shit, kicking your ass. All right, throw you in the back of a dark van driving. You're gonna wake up in the warehouse somewhere, and they're gonna have that one, like in the movie, they're gonna have that one light on top of the guillotine, man. All right, they're gonna have this other old ass Edomite that look like Mr. Burns with all the fucking rubber suit on and shit. You got the apron, the rubber apron on. Hey, what the fuck you doing? Sit you down and try to talk to you, man. Because a lot of this, we don't really talk about it no more too much from the time I came in. But there is a red and blue list and a yellow list, man. He knows who's on it. He knows the people he need to roll up on. That's why they got something going on it's a program going on in all these different states right now. Project Zypher, if I'm saying it right. You ever wonder why your lights keep going out in your city, rolling blackouts? Well, that's a program they got, all right, to actually massage it into the people that, it's just because the winter, it's because of the summer, that's why the lights keep going off. But it's actually a program they're using to come roll up on a lot of you jakes, man. A lot of people they deem as what's the word?
Enemy of the state.
Enemy of the state. All right. They deem that, and that's even Edomites. All right. Those the ones that letting the tongue fall upon themselves. All right, and then exposing this devil, including us. They got a program full of hitters. All right. Keep loud and lights go off for 2-3 hours. By that time they go get the people they want, the lights come on, them people long gone. and you'll never be heard from again, man. These are the programs they got. These are the things that's happening. What's Project Cypher? Just look that up. Project Cypher, man. All right, because this is the time. Go ahead, I got some more.
Oh, that should be it. Let me see. Yeah, that's about it, brother.
And I got that Matthew 10 for you.
Okay, bring that Matthew 10 out real fast.
This Matthew 10.
You might have something too, right?
I'm holding one too.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
There's Matthew 10. Now I start at verse 17. It says, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues."
Like it. Start at 16. Start at
16.
Yeah.
It's Matthew 10 and 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves."
Right. So that IUIC group, or any one of them, was that wise what they was doing in front of the Barclays Center? No, it wasn't wise, man. It wasn't wise at all. All the antics and the games you guys play, all the clout chasing, that shit ain't wise at all, man. Because at the end of the day, what they're gonna do, what he's gonna do, he's gonna put all. He don't give a fuck whether you wear purple and gold, whether you wear different color garments. You the all black camp, all right? The all white camp, what they call them, JOCC. They wear all the white shit. He ain't gonna give a damn. He gonna put you all in one category, man. This is as he done with the Palestinian. What the Palestinians? What do they call them? The Arabs, from Pakistan. Whether you been from Dubai, whether you been from Saudi Arabia, he puts all of them in one group, man. He don't give a damn. Same thing for the Israelites, all right? He's gonna continue to deem you all black Hebrew Israelites. He's gonna put you all in one group. So what them got, which we don't. Hey, it is what it is. At this point, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, all right? But like I said, it shows you that a lot of these cats are bought and paid for, man. When the time they're helping for the persecution by this devil, man. Because a lot of them are set up. All right? A lot of them are all set up. Keep going out.
Verse 17. It says, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues."
Right. And you see, like I said, you in it now. A lot of them celebrities, they've been brought up. They've been brought up to councils. Hey, that nigga Kyrie apologized again last night before he got. God damn. I mean, how much sorry can I say? All right. But like I said, these are cats. They're controlled. You know, they're controlled with the millions of dollars in endorsements, millions of dollars in assets and investments, and them cats can't. You know, they can't say shit. All right. I don't know why a lot of you other people, you so wooed and wild. Because, all right, and what about the prophets who've been sending for the last 30, 40 years, man? All right, what about those guys who's been on these highways? Them dudes ain't in the trenches doing the goddamn thing, man. They just bandwagon. They just jumped on the wagon a second ago, man. And as soon as Esau put those grip on them, what happened? They ready to let go. Oh, I was tripping. Matter of fact, somebody hacked my nigga. I was surprised when a nigga said somebody hacked their phone or hacked their computer. I ain't say that. I don't remember that. But these the times we're in. Keep going. Go to 19.
It says, "And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles."
You hear that? Because these are the times. This is a red letter. You're gonna be brought before governors. The governor, you might be brought before Greg Abbott of Texas. All right, the governor of your state will sit you down, or sit all of you down, man. They're gonna, and we already know, especially down here, because we did it before in the past lesson. Because we know how he come with three. It's 3 stages to war, man. His first coming acts nightly. The second stage, you put a little aggression with it. And then what happens in the third stage? The sword comes, man. All right? And he's ready to use that sword against the prophets, against you, really, you Israelites, man. All that coming with different laws, like what it is, 1948. What they call that law? I'm telling my damn tongue.
Balfour.
No.
No.
The hate speech.
No, it's I got it it's on the sign out there, man. This is like Project Megiddo almost.
Rex 84.
Oh, Rex 84.
Rex 84. They tired writing all those. They ready to use that shit. They ready to actually implement Rex 84. They're actually ready to use, all right, these different laws that didn't set up from times past against you Israelites. All right, just in case you do this. Because this devil is he thought these things out way beforehand. How to come up against you, how to use the powers of his fathers from past time. Nero did it. If Nero did it, why can't they do it in these times, man? Nero lied like a motherfucker on you Israelites, man. And he used his power to what? To persecute you. All right, and very other different acts out there, how these devils came up against you in times past. And like the Lord say, those things that happened aforetime was for our learning, for us to know how these the same. Ain't nothing changed about this devil, man. He the same old devil. All right. Keep going out. You got one more, right? One more line.
Yeah, it says, verse 19, it says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
Right. So we ain't tripping, man. We're not worried about what this devil gonna do. The Lord says he's gonna give it. He's gonna give it to us what we should say, what we should do. All right. That's why we ain't tripping. Then on top of that, he know who to come out. He know who to play with, man. For us, he already know the guys that are weak. He already know the guys that's gonna sell out. That's gonna take that bag. All right. He do analytics. He got people that's specialize in those things. Well, we can get that guy. He wants money. You can tell he's thirsty for it. That's why they approach these different cats, man. All right. That's why they doing some of the things they're doing. All right. Let me fix this. Go ahead. When you first got it, go ahead. Let me fix this real fast.
Okay, I got one out of Psalm 50 and 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. So yeah, Esau, he slandered Jacob, all the time. His mother's son, his own brother. Saying, oh, hate speech. They tease, they radical, they hateful, bullies. When he that whole setup that he tried to put on Jake, man. That brush he tried to stroke us with, saying, hey, we all, we just all militant, up to no good, they're causing all kind of, hate speech online, but he does it daily, but there's no, nobody points at him and say, well, you know what, you're right, Esau, he's a so-called white man, because right now he's in power, the power's in his hand, he can do whatever he wants. So now he's just saying, hey, Jake, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you the bad guys, you the boogeyman. So we got to come get rid of you because you the reason why all this hate is going on in the world. And that's what he do, man.
You got these cats out there, and we, like I say, it's an inside joke, but we know about it. You got these cats talking about they believe they should set up their own economics. You got the young thug cat. You notice out there in Atlanta, this guy wanted to set up. He bought over 200 some acres, 100 acres. Want to set up his own black town. Y'all brothers remember that?
Yeah. It's a box now.
Yeah, he the young thug cat, right along with a couple other them. They brought over 200 acres out there in Atlanta somewhere. What they was going to do is start building their own black town like Black Wall Street. And what happened? Rico. Rico came knocking at the
Oh,
door.
I ain't know about that one. Okay, come on.
All right. And this is what these devils do. What happened when Curry and a bunch of the other cats wanted to buy the Black with the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers, shut that shit down, man. All right. And this is what happens when you got the other guys talking about having our own economy and shit. That guy don't know. He don't know what the hell going on, man. That nigga been bumped his head, man, long time ago. They're not for somebody. Please find it's a article or it's a quote by J. Edgar Hoover, and he talks about the most scariest thing that happened in America is black unity. Something to that close to that phrase he said, man. And this is why what we're doing in helping wake up the elect. This is a scary thing to them, man. And somebody give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 too. This is a scary thing to those the elites. All right, the different know-it-alls and aristocrats of this society. This is a scary thing, man. This is cancer serious what we're doing too, and it's scary to those who we talk about with it. Another scripture came in my head.
I got that quote too.
All right, somebody give me Wisdom of Solomon 2, and thought about 10. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10.
I got it.
All right. What you about to say? What you about to say?
I got that Wiz 2 and 10.
All right, let him get that quote. Let him get that quote by J. Edgar Hoover first.
When FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover was asked what, in his opinion, was the single greatest threat to the United States of America, he responded, Negro unity.
Negro unity, man. And what year that was?
I think probably in the 60s or something.
Okay. Read it one more time, Baba Kasha.
Okay. When FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover was asked what, in his opinion, was the single greatest threat to the United States of America, he responded, Negro unity.
Yeah, and what they do, they ain't about Negro unity. So when I forgot what movie it was. I played it this weekend for the brothers about these different Edomites sitting at the table. They were talking about the different puppets that they set up, the black puppets they set up in the society. All right, to help them with their agenda. Anybody know that movie that I put up there? Let your brother see it this past weekend.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it.
Well, it's all good. But like I said, they talk about how we got these different puppets they set up.
Oh yeah, that's Trick Baby.
Trick, what it called?
Trick Baby, that's the name of the movie.
Trick Baby. All right. You get these so-called leaders, the ones that are smart amongst our people, and they give them jobs, they give them higher positions in the society, and it's hope to change them to be like them, and to actually cause the ones of their society to go against them. It's all about divide and conquer, right? This been on this devil's in the trick bag for the longest, man. Right? Anybody had anything else?
Hey, the brother Kashab said that J. Edgar Hoover made that quote in 1969.
In 1960, yeah. Give me Solomon real fast. Go with that.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence.
It's like the Wisdom of Solomon 5. Oh, you can go that one in 2. I want to go that one in 2, but
gotcha.
The 5 and 1.
Gotcha. This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
And that's what's happening right now, man. You know, including with us. You know, we are standing before the face that such as has afflicted us, man, in great boldness. All right, bringing up the accounts of our foreparents, bringing up accounts that we are those people, bringing up the accounts of us actually lining up with prophecy, man, and exposing who they are. And great, and it's fucking with them, man. This is why J. Edgar Hoover said what he said. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Go ahead.
When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So
Yeah,
for beyond all they look for. You got it.
Yeah, it says when they see it, there should be trouble with terrible fear. And this is what happened. This is what you best believe. This is what's coming up from the elites up top. We must put a stop to this, man. Right? We got to put a stop to this. Because what happened ultimately, what you're seeing, all right, it's been a while. In the last couple of years in this thing, it's been a wildfire. This truth and then took a blaze, man. All right, hold on. Okay, yeah, the truth and took a blaze, man. It took so much. You have everybody's coming out the woodwork, deeming themselves Israelites. The truth's coming out about you, devils. Countless number of videos coming out of your own people exposing you. All right, books are being those different books that you once tried to put up that was once $20. Now they goddamn $18,000 and shit. Well, those books, the different things you try to hide, you saw people have taken. Because one thing that's killing you is the phone. People can screenshot. People can actually take pictures. People actually can record things now, and it's basically worked against you, right? And it's helping us. Okay, Mrs.
You mind if I bring out?
Go ahead.
This is just another quote from J. Edgar Hoover to back up what you were saying about that movie. There will never be another black Messiah unless we create him.
Go ahead on it.
Khan, and point blank period. A lot of your leaders and all these other higher ups in Jake's society, they're set up by the FBI and the CIA to lead Jake in the wrong direction. And if you watch that movie Judas and the Black Messiah, you had Fred Hampton, who he was speaking of, black empowerment and that. But if you also see in the movie, Fred Hampton, who was a Judite, he got the Ephraimite gangs or the Puerto Rican gangs to get together with him, and then even the redneck gangs. And I just found that was funny because that was on a carnal level, Judah and Ephraim, the southern and the northern kingdom coming together. And then even those rednecks could have been some confusion of faces clinging unto him too. But that was a carnal work. That was a work of man, which, as it says in Acts chapter 5, if this work be of men, it cannot prevail. But what's happening now is through the spirit, the southern kingdom coming together, as well as the Israelite foreigners. And as it also said in Acts chapter 5, but if this work be of the Most High, we can't do anything against it. So there's nothing that these elites, small hats, Esau, whatever, can do against this great awakening that's taking place. Hey, this train's not going to stop. And the only thing to come next is the kingdom of heaven and the downfall of this entire system, this entire world.
I think, go ahead, Samaya. I think you had one, right?
Oh, I brought it out.
Oh,
I could find another one, though.
Okay. I think you had another one, right? Goliath.
Kind of had that Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. This the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Keep going.
Verse 12, it says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending of the law, and objected to our infamy. the transgressings of our education.
Right. And practically that's us. We upbraid and pull him up on his ill dealings of how he deal, man. These devils read it one more time, Mike.
From the top, verse 10.
Well, because so he is full contrary to our doings, man. But read it again.
Verse 12 again, it says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean. Go ahead.
Their rulership. We're not for his rulership. We speak against it, because it's where we went into the past lesson. It's all about darkness. It's not his kingdom is set up on destruction. It's not bringing forth life. It's bringing forth death and destruction. And we talk about it. We make videos on it. We go into different lessons and brothers make all type of information come out, man. And we clearly call the devil out for who he is, as being a Hebrew Edomite. Right? Go ahead.
Says and objected to our infamy and transgressings of our education. He professed to have the knowledge of Yahweh and called himself the children of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
You hear that?
For his
he's talking about Jake, man. This whole second chapter of Wisdom of Solomon really goes into the thoughts of Esau, how he thinks, man. All right? And this is how he thinks about the righteous. All right? He knows that we're full contrary against him. He knows there's a great gulf fixed between us two. He's the wicked and we the righteous. And we are actually hardwired to be against each other, man. All right? Especially when Jake is in his right mind, we be on Esau's ass, man, bringing up accounting and why we call him the devil, man. He don't like that shit, man. That shit burns him up. When you pull him up about slavery, when you pull him up about him being Esau, about him being the Romans and the Greeks, all right, that burns these devils up. Now keep going. It said he's grievous unto us to behold. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Says, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
Yeah. And it is, man. Go ahead.
Verse 16, it says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
You hear that? Especially them small hats. You're the biggest counterfeit that there ever was one, man. Right? Well, that's why they, you know, it's a man, I'm gonna say this. When you try to put yourself in the seat of a prophet, it's a lot come with that. Them different celebrities out there, they want to put themselves. This is what happens when you put yourself out there in the wrong seat. That's why the brother Raya said, a lot of you need to just stay in your place, man. All right? You ain't ready for that. You just need to keep doing what you've been doing, man. You're not ready for that, man. There's a lot comes with that. I want to see one of you willing to lose it all, man. And then come your ass out there on the highways and byways. You know, if you're going to lose it all. Lose it the right way, man. Go all the way out. Go all the way with the shit, man. Go ahead, Doc. You got a little more.
It says, he abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced it the end of the just to be blessed, and make it his boast that Yahweh is his father.
Right. Let me see if anything else. Oh yeah, keep going. What about
verse?
Go down, man. Come on, man. Just keep reading. Go down to about 20. This is what we're talking about. The family of the word and persecution. These devils finna see. All you cats out there, Kyrie Irving, Yeezy, that guy the book who made the book, even us, man.
Dalton.
He finna see if you really believe what you believe in. Keep going. It's gonna show. It's gonna tell it. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Let us see if his words be true. And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Go ahead.
For if the just man be the son of Yahawah, he will help him and deliver him from the land, from the hand of his enemies.
Yeah, because he's saying basically if the Lord be with him, he'll help him out. When I come at him, basically he gonna help him out. He gonna help him. And a lot of you cats, he gonna come at you. He gonna get his grips on you, man, because the Lord ain't with you. A lot of you just deeming yourself. You got cats claiming themselves to be prophets. Ain't never put no work in. You claim yourself to be this, to that. You got, hey, we gonna see though, man. You gonna get snatched up just a man that fully did the work, fully put in work. He gonna get. Yeah, hey, if this man gets snatched up, the Lord gonna help him. But when you get snatched up, the Lord ain't gonna help your ass, man. Right? You just gonna be a guy that just got snatched the hell up, man, and put to death for no reason. And no honor gonna be behind it, man. Go ahead,
Says verse 19, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
What?
That we, yeah.
Read it again.
It says, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
So he gonna come at you with torches, man. He want to see if you really, which is ultimately Yahawashi, but he gonna really see if you believe in what you believe in, man. The persecution is coming. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 20, it says, let us condemn him with a shameful debt, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness had blinded them.
Okay, that's it.
That's about it.
Yeah, ultimately, this devil is really gonna come down, man, with the hammer on Jake. All those who deem themselves as being Israelites gonna come down on them too. Even you a lot of you women, man. All right. Esau got the servers. He got the
IP addresses.
Intel. He knows who all of this thing. Somebody say something.
Oh, the thing, IP addresses.
He got the IP addresses. He got the video. Esau roof, man. Esau been on the roof, all in the window with the pictures. You know how he used to do the mafia and shit. The mafia niggas be talking outside the different pugs and shit. Esau got all the pictures, man. The tractor call, everything. See?
I got you something.
Okay. Oh, I was reading something though. Go ahead.
This Isaiah 32:7. It says the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right.
Yeah, even when the needy speak right. Well, hey, hey man, we're speaking right. What's wrong? All of a sudden, everybody wants to be holy roly of the Bible. Even when it was coming up, you had your uncle, your grandmother, everybody wanted to be holy roly on a Sunday. Now, all of a sudden, we didn't got our minds right and deeming ourselves Israelites and being and teaching of the word, reading the Bible. All of a sudden, now you're deemed wicked, man. All right, this shit is crazy. But these are the times, because this place is set up on Satanism, man. Right? These devil want to really go with his move on everything. Like the brother went into last time earlier. These devils they tried to destroy the books back then. They tried to destroy the people of the Lord back then. And guess what? They're gonna try to do it again. Right? This devil so much, and he saw so much into himself, and he's gonna really try to go with his move on everything, man.
I got precept.
Yeah, whoever right or was ever right, he after it, man. He's coming after was ever right, man. You got it, huh?
Yeah. He's a father of lies, man. So was ever right, he's not about that, man.
Whatever true. Whatever true, he after it.
Go ahead.
This is the Rock 13 and 22. When a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken. So yeah, that Kyrie, was it Kyrie Irving? You know, he fell. You know, he got many helpers. You know, they had the six-point plan for him to come back to the league. Then you got Nate and them out there with their list of demands to get him back into the league, get him back on the court and stuff. You know, so you know he got money. You know, and he got all the help he can stand. And it says, and yet men justify him.
Samaki, real quick. Another thing with that IUC Kyrie thing, and Kyrie funding them, man. He gonna donate or something to him, and you know how that go, man. Or they doing it to get funded. Cause see, Kyrie, when you actually track him, he give a lot of donations to foundations and different things like that. So IUIC, like, man, we gonna go in front of the Bucklers. He gonna throw us something, man. He gonna throw a dime out there. You got it out.
That nigga Nate already got money.
Yeah.
Oh, come. You know, in order to ship all them out there, he had to give them something.
Oh, he threw something to him. Hey, come on, man. Me throw him something.
It's controlled opposition, man. This shit ain't nothing new. You can see it. Anybody that's thirsty enough to be on that medium called the TV, you're bought and paid for, man. All right, you're bought and paid for. Any Israelite that's fighting to be on that medium. These niggas fighting to be on BET, have planes and shit. Fighting to have an app. All right, these guys are bought and paid for, man.
Yeah, Kyrie donated I think $10,000 to that girl that was killed in Mexico, that her friend beat up or some shit like that, and he donated $500,000 to the Ish people, but they rejected it, you know, because they was like it wasn't done in good favor or whatever. So like you say, he gonna throw something out, man. It's a bigger agenda than what we see. You got it, bro.
Yeah.
I got a little bit more on it, though.
Okay, go ahead.
And it says, and yet men justify him. Even the small hats, you know, justifying him. You like, oh, he didn't mean it. You know, he back in his right mind. We need to let him play again. You know? So even the ones he's supposed to be against, they helping him. Because, you know, he got the money. But it says, the poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too. So when the poor man, ain't no love for the poor man out here, you know? You know, when we finally slip up, you know, throw us in them camps, them jail cells, whatever. They say you're gonna get rebuked too. It says he spake wisely and could have no place. So yeah, they're gonna say, hey, you ain't fit for society, you don't fit in, you don't like the sodomites, you know, you don't like the tiny heads, you don't like nothing, you don't like nobody. What we got you around for? You know, that's what it's gonna come to.
Yeah, that's one thing gonna see about us. Like they don't 2/3.
Yeah, you don't like nobody.
Nobody, man.
Right?
You know?
Hey,
right? We're striving to be like our forefather David, because it said that David was a man after the Most High's own heart. So we in the pursuit of being like that, man. We hate all wickedness, man. Whatever it may be. All right?
That's right.
All wickedness, man. We ain't sitting up there. A lot of you hear these niggas say that shit. Oh, I got unconditional love. Now we got conditional love. All right. If you anything opposed to these scriptures or these laws, such commandments, man, anything that's off, man, we against that shit. Unconditional love means you go for winning anything. No matter how wrong it is, you just gonna roll with that shit. Oh, I still love you. You commit adultery, oh, I still love you. Okay, go ahead. I'm trying to see what the hell. Y'all brothers gotta
say. I was just gonna say real quick, when that whole thing happened a couple of years ago with the Capitol, with the Covington Catholic school thing, and everybody was trying to put light on the Hebrew Israelites. I remember some Edomite wrote an article or did some video saying the Hebrew Israelites, they hate white people, they hate the Ishes, they hate the alphabet people, and they even hate black people too.
Hey, And you got the priests in Baltimore with allegations that they done touched over 600 children, man. But guess what? They gonna get donations, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People gonna send GoFundMe's and donations to them, man. You got it, bro.
Down here on Carrollton, the school called Jesuit, man, the priest and the janitor pushing them little boy backs in. Ain't nobody say the motherfucking thing, man.
The Archetype, what is it? The Archetypes, they wicked as a motherfucker.
Yeah, man, he pushing them little boys back in over that, man. All on the
Savagely.
Ain't nobody.
And they just move them to another church.
Yeah, you still, you dumbheads out there, you numbskulls, you still bring your kids over there to the goddamn school, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, my children.
He having a polite time in the fucking in the office up there, man. Just wilding out like polite. And you niggas, a lot of you got James go to that shit too, man. That damn shit.
Man.
Nobody spoke up against that. Go ahead.
Hey, remember, I told you one time my woman was asking me, what you think about a cat in school or some shit like that? Man, you done lost your motherfucking mind, man. You done lost your mind, man. Oh, she could give them good man, you lost your motherfucking mind, man. I knew you was gonna say that. Well, why you ask me, man?
Yeah, ain't nothing but a bunch of freakism going on.
They're going to public school.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, man. Hell that shit, man. Anybody got anything else? We better get out of here. Anything else?
I had a quick one.
Okay, go ahead.
It's back in Revelation 12. This is this verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
Yeah, go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, so he sees, it's only so much longer that these celebrities are just gonna come out with, sneak dissing and links to documentaries. All of the NFL and NBA know who they are, so that's really the end of Esau's kingdom. Like the brother said earlier, he's a forger of lies, so he can't coexist with the truth. So the more people that pronounce the truth, it's over for him. He knows he has a short time. That's why he's gonna come down on us.
And I'm gonna say this too: LeBron James, you're a sellout.
Yep.
Small head, them small heads rubbing your hands, man. Your opposite hand while they pulling you along, man. Right?
Look on the top, brother.
Yeah.
Top and bottom.
Them dudes.
Oh man. So
Them LeBron James, he cat scared, man. And they know. I got my own platform. I'm what he told them dudes what he told them dudes when they had when the C-19 was going on, they had them all in that little camp. I got my money.
No.
Yeah, they nigga willing to do anything to keep that money, man. Hey man, so with that, stay in your lane, man. You cats need to stay in your lane. All right, the family word is coming, and we're gonna see if all you celebrities, all you people that's, you a groupie, or you a guy that's just out in the crowd, you believe but you don't truly believe. We're gonna see how much you believe in these last days, man. All right, as time pushes on, all right, we're approaching a so-called new year of 2023. All right, and that Lord will the Lord turn this thing up. I hope the Lord divide the sheep from the goat and really see who the real believers are, man. Then it shall be known who are my chosen. I hope that's the year. All right, so with that, all praises, glory, infinite honors once again, the Father, double honor to the elders, apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings once again, and shalom to you sincere out there, man. You brothers and you sincere sisters out there. Till next time, shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.